Hi, Marianne Croce here from Small Biz Vantage and the creator of 3 Day Weekend System. And I'm glad to be here. Now, I have to let you know that this is not the normal day that I usually go live, but I had technical issues, right? It's the real world. Stuff happens. And the video just came out horribly. So I did some research and I made some changes, and hopefully this will work today. This is a test, but I also want to get this information out because I call these lives that I do each and every week Auto Shop Success in 15 minutes. And I do them for a couple of reasons. One of them is for you to be able to look at your business, look at your shop from that 30,000-foot view, because that really is a competitive edge. Most people are so caught up in the day to day that they don't have time to do that. So, to set 15 minutes aside each and every week is a win to see your business that way. The second reason I do it is for you to be able to take one action item away each and every week. It doesn't take these massive changes, it's the consistency in taking the action each and every week that makes a huge impact in your business. So, common question that I get asked is, Marianne, who do you work with? The automotive industry is a big industry, and I work with single location auto shop owners who feel like their business is consuming them. They've reached levels of success, they've reached milestones, but now they want to stop going 24/7. They want to have a life, but they don't want to sacrifice their business. So that's where I come in and help. So this week's topic is 10 things for team success. Now, I know I'm dating myself with this, but if you find this valuable, please share it with another shop owner, manager, leader that you believe this will be helpful for. I know this is such a giving group, so I put that out there because you may think of someone as you're listening to this. So I am dating myself because I remember when I was younger, the way businesses were run. A lot of times in the trades, owners seem to feel like they were running their businesses with like an iron fist type of thing. The team members felt that way, but owners didn't think of themselves that way. So I want to talk about something. It's an old list, 10 things that require no talent. And this used to be something that a lot of people would say, "Oh, yeah, I agree to all of that. If you have these 10 things and you can do these 10 things, you know, I would love to have a team member that would work in my business." So I want to go over these with you. 10 things that require no talent. So if you're working in automotive, you don't have to have a lot of skills. These 10 things really stand out to an employer, an owner. And they even created an old sign years ago on this. I happen to have one that I ordered online as an example. So I'll read them to you if you're listening to this and you don't see it, the video. 10 things that require zero talent: being on time, making an effort, being high energy, having a positive attitude, being passionate, use good body language, being coachable, do a little extra, be prepared, and having a strong work ethic. I hear that a lot today. People talking about ethic or lack of work ethic. Yeah, tongue twister, work ethic. So the thing here is it could really seem when this is put out there, the be on time, the work hard, the good attitude, all of that, it's well meaning. I get it. I get where it comes from. But if we're really honest, it could feel outdated and like an owner is just saying, do better or else. That's it. So I really want to flip this today and I want to reframe these 10 things as a tool for ownership, alignment, and team success. And I want to unpack this for you. Look at them as not rules. They're not rules, they're tools. Every one of these is a choice you get to make daily to grow your skills, your reputation, and your career path. When a shop owner and team member lean into these together, the whole business thrives. So think about that for a moment. This is talking about mutually being aligned. So I want to share with you these 10 things as a tool for ownership, alignment, and team success. But this is the modern version of it, not the bossy control version of it. Being on time. This is about being dependable. When you're ready to go, the team can count on you to start strong. So you think about it. You're not rushing through the door like, oh, I just made it. I'm here on time. Okay, check that box off. You're actually there and you feel good about the day. You had a chance to take a breath, maybe to get your cup of coffee, and you're clear headed and you're ready to go. Work ethic is number two. It's showing up every day ready to be your best. We're not talking about perfection, being perfect, but we are talking about progressing. We're talking about going in the right direction, having that work ethic and improving as you go. Number three is effort. Talent can't replace effort. Every task is a chance to show that you care about the outcome. So we have a lot of talented people in the automotive industry, in all sectors of the industry, no matter what part of the industry you're in. But have you ever worked with someone who really was good at what they do, but they really didn't put a lot of effort into it? It makes a difference. It makes a huge difference. Number four is body language. Your presence speaks before you do. So think about this: positive posture and eye contact build trust instantly. You ever work alongside or come into presence with someone who had horrible body language? They were slumped over, or they just appeared that they had like a bad night's sleep and they were just kind of dragging themselves along. It makes a big difference. Number five is energy. Bring your best attitude into the shop. It's contagious and it helps create a better day for everyone. When you're around someone who has that upbeat energy and is ready to tackle the day and think about, hey, what can I accomplish today? What can I actually do in a certain amount of time? It really is contagious. I've been around people like that. They've inspired me, and that's my goal, right? To try to do that every day. What can I get done today? How can I tackle the day? Attitude is number six. You choose how you show up, especially when things don't go as planned. That's real leadership. And a really good example of this one that I see all the time is if someone had a conversation with a customer that didn't go well, or they got frustrated when they were trying to get parts or something like that for the shop, and there was going to be a delay and there was miscommunication somewhere. Your attitude, how you show up, really makes a difference, because think about someone that you know that when something didn't go well, it ruined their entire day. That attitude stayed with them the entire day. And probably when they went home, I'm guessing most likely somebody said to them, hey, did you have a bad day? They didn't realize it. They even took that attitude home with them. And it's human nature, right? Everyone has done that from time to time. But when you're aware of it, it can make a difference. Number seven is passion. This isn't just a job where you go in, you check in, and you check out at the end of the day. This is a skill, a craft, and a career. Passion really fuels pride and it keeps you going. So when you think about being passionate about what you're doing, the skill that you're developing, the career that you're creating for yourself, the path that you're building, when you think about that, it really does take a lot of pride to do that. And that pride really keeps you growing, wanting to learn. 8 is being coachable. Growth comes from feedback. Stay open to learning, and you'll always be in demand. Oh my gosh, I can't put enough emphasis on this. This I saw not only now as a shop owner myself, and a coach, I also saw this in my banking days. I remember when I was younger, I was around one particular person who knew it all. They knew everything. They weren't receptive to learning at all. And it was sad because that person got passed up for a lot of promotions because of that. They weren't coachable and they didn't look at feedback as an opportunity to grow. Doing extra is number 9. It's not about staying late. It's not working crazy, crazy hours. That's not what I'm talking about. It's about seeing what needs to be done and stepping up without being asked. So if you see something that you know needs to be done, I mean, I'm going to give you a really simple example. You're on the front counter and it was crazy and there was a lull. You had a moment and you're looking around and you're going, you know what? The waiting area, it looks kind of messy. We didn't get a chance today. I'm just going to go in there. There's nobody in there right now. I'm going to take 5 minutes and I'm just going to clean the front waiting room area, clean it up so it looks presentable. And it took you like 5 minutes to do it, to organize something, run a vacuum real quick. And all of a sudden you felt better. And that's what it is about going extra. It might not be technically your job, but it's something that you see, you notice, and it's something that you can do very quickly. And lastly, number 10, being prepared. I learned this years ago, and I'm telling you, this one saved me. Know what's next. Keep your space, your tools, and your mindset ready to roll. It's always thinking about what's the next thing that's going to happen. Depending on what your role is in the shop, if you're in the back in the bays, it's saying, okay, I'm curious, what am I doing after this job? What came in? Is there something that I can help them with? You're focusing on your job, but you also know that you're going to get that done and you're thinking about what's next. If you're in the front and you're more customer facing, same thing. You're constantly looking to see what's next. Is there a new appointment that's been scheduled? What is the next thing that needs to be done? A part came in wrong. You're going to turn around and say, okay, wait a minute. We have to make sure that we get the right part. And when is this coming in so that we can contact the customer? Let's be ahead of the game. Let's contact the vendor, not wait for the vendor to contact us. Why? Because we want to best serve the customer. So it's always being one step ahead. I even like to do this at the end of my day or at the end of the week. So I make a little list. I like paper and pencil. I have everything in my calendar and I love my calendar, but I really enjoy having a quick little list with 3 things on it. And I put it on my desk so when I come in the next day, I know that those 3 things are a priority, that I have to get those 3 things done that day. And it helps me so much. Doesn't matter, what time I get them done, but I know that I'm going to make space to do that. So if we flip these into being something that is what we have control of in our role, it changes everything. It's a game changer. We turn it into a tool instead of a rule. So I want to share with you how owners can use this, or even a manager, any type of leader. Think about all the different roles. How can an owner use this? So you can use this as a team development conversation. Don't just hang this list up somewhere because it can come across as bossy and cold. Talk about it. Another thing that you can do is you can make it part of your culture, not just a checklist that check off the box. Connect each item, each one on this list, to what excellence looks like in your shop. So now, wow, you're creating a standard. Use it in interviews to find values with aligned hires. So maybe a simple question, if you were to show them the list, which one of these do you think matters most in a shop? And tell me why. and then see how they react and how they respond to it. Lastly, acknowledge team wins that reflect these. So, for example, if you recognize when someone quietly does the right thing or they went the extra mile and they did something that technically wasn't their job, that's something to recognize. That is a small win. And it's something that people notice. People, when they feel valued and appreciated for what they're doing, it makes a difference. I know it made a difference in my career. What it means for team members. So, this list is actually a career builder. Every one of these traits is within a team member's control. No special training, but you're making intentional choices. A simple one like being on time. I mean, that is so simple. With technology today, I mean, you know how to go to work every day, you know how to get there. But what does it take to pick up your phone and put it in the maps and see how much traffic is, if there's a delay, if you have to leave a few minutes early? It's really not that hard. So, team alignment and shop benefits. When your whole team lives these values, here's what happens: work gets smoother, fewer drop balls, better communication. Imagine that in your shop. Imagine the headaches that would be lessened. I know they're not all going to be gone. I have to be realistic, but imagine the degree that they could be lessened. Culture improves. People support each other, not just survive the day. Let me just get through the day. I can't wait till the end of the day. They actually support one another. Another one is customers feel it. The energy, the care, and the professionalism comes through. Have you ever been in a place? It could be anything that you're doing. You're in a store, maybe in a bank, or you're out and about, and you see that the person behind the counter is really frustrated or aggravated, or they have that lack of energy. You feel it. You definitely feel it. Oh, they don't care. Oh, this place isn't professional. You can tell. So that's what we want to be aware of, because we've all experienced it on the other side. We want to make sure that we don't show up that way. And lastly, business grows. Efficiency goes up. Complaints go down, and people want to stay. And that's a big thing that I hear from shops, is that retaining people. Once you hire a person and they turn out to be an amazing asset to your team, an amazing team member, you want to keep them. So how easy is it to keep people when they want to stay? So these are behaviors that unify a team, especially when they come from shared ownership. In other words, everyone aligns with them. They're not rules from the top. You better do this or else. That was a very old school way of operating a business, and I don't recommend it. So every week, I share a 1 week rule. That's the part of this where we take action each and every week, because you can listen to me and then go about your day, right, and everything gets forgotten. So take an action step every week. If you're an owner, this is your chance to use this list as a tool for culture and clarity. And if you're a team member, these 10 things are how you build the career that you want starting today. So I'm going to run through the list very quickly with you. Being on time, work ethic, effort, body language, energy, attitude, passion, being coachable, doing extra, being prepared. Those are all 10. If you're a team member, these are the 10 things that you want to think about to build your career, right? I mean, it's amazing. You do have a lot of control. And lastly, I leave everyone with a pro thinking tip. When your team understands how these everyday actions connect to the customer experience and help the shop success, They stop being just tasks that they're doing and start becoming a standard of excellence. So if you're on the live, leave me a comment. Does this resonate with you? Is this something that you'll be able to use in your shop? Oh, thanks, Artie. Great to have you here. So glad that you're here. But think about it. And if you're on the replay and you want to put a comment in, definitely I'll respond to every single comment that gets posted. So that's it for this week's Auto Shop Success in 15 minutes. Now, this was take 2 because take 1 didn't work, but we still got it done. So have an enjoyable week. And if you're celebrating Easter, have a nice holiday. Thanks for being here.